Hi everyone, and the reason I wanted to do this video is we've just finished a seminar down at ELK with Tim and all the amazing women that he teaches, and he invited myself and Tim down to do a seminar with him. And the reason I just wanted to do this video is before you watch it, just to say thank you. If you were there, what I've done is I've shortened like 2 hours of video down to like half an hour, but it is still quite long. But I wanted to keep it long so if you was in it, obviously it will be nice memories for you, but also some of the mindset we was talking about, some of the techniques and some of the stuff we went through. I didn't want to cut too much of it out. If you wasn't there, then please watch it, enjoy it. But it's one of them things that I've watched it back a few times now and I'm thinking, God, I felt like it was really long. It was like a 4-hour immersion, but when you sit there and watch it, because you're not in it, it's a little bit different. So I just wanted to say, this is the full, unedited, cut down version that's just under half an hour long. I'm going to do a very quick edit as well. But once again, thank you ladies. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, we'll see you soon.
Ladies, thank you as ever for being here. Who's ready for a freaking banging? You lot are phenomenal. Thank you for rocking up. I think everyone's here, right? No one did. The good news is you're going to hear me talk for about the next 90 seconds, 2 minutes, and you will not it's over to these boys. So I'll just introduce them. I'll hand over. Age-old gang, listen, just enjoy, relax, have fun. I know there's a new instructor room, you might be feeling a little bit anxious or nervous, new environment kind of thing, but just enjoy the whole thing. Give your best to these guys. We're very, very privileged to have them. I'll tell you a little bit about them in a second. Richie there, I beat him on the punch machine. Consistent score. I just got one lucky shot. Quite frankly, I wasn't going to bed until I fucking got that one. Carl runs Hastings Kickboxing Academy, obviously down in Hastings. Runs an incredibly professional and wonderful full-time centre with 900 members, kids, ladies programs, mixed adults, etc. Carl, how long have you been training? About 33 years, something like that?
33, 34 years.
So about 33, 34 years of hardcore training, boxing and kickboxing mainly, a little bit of kung fu mixed in there. Almost went pro at boxing level, so flipping world-class, fantastic boxer. But kickboxing as well, has competed through the years, like super high level, legit 4th degree. I always say Carl's a legit 4th degree where you commit 30 fucking years to an art. And so the nuance, the depth of knowledge, the understanding, the experience is going to be off the chain today, like way beyond what I can deliver to you as an instructor. So super excited, just absorb and soak everything up you can from Carl today. We're super privileged to have them here. I mean, 12-hour round trip to get here. We've got his fabulous 2 instructor buddies here. So Callum and Richie both actually teach at his full-time centre. They run classes for him. Black belts, brown belts respectively, in one of the highest standard gyms in the country for earning those belt ranks. So they're absolutely phenomenal. Joking aside, I wouldn't fucking go near either of them. Enjoy the whole day, gang. Give your best. Have fun. Enjoy the whole process. Really, really soak this up. This is an absolute privilege and a pleasure to have this. We're just lucky as a team, as an organisation, as a business that I get to know people like this, and we've got the capability to bring them in for days like this. So suck this up. This is a magical one-off experience. And without further ado, I'm going to hand over to these 3 lovely gents. So let's just give them a big old final round.
I've learned to sweat and die and throw up. So, no one wants that. So work at your own pace. Like if you do pads, you could go flat on pads for about a minute and a half and then you'll be done. So then you won't be learning, your technique will drop. So today I want you to really absorb and learn and grow with what hopefully we're going to teach you. Now, what I'm teaching might not be right, by the way. This is my teaching. This is what I've learned over 30 years and going around the world and training at other people's gyms. I'm like, well, I like that idea, I'm going to steal it. And I don't particularly like the way they're doing that. So everyone will be completely different. So what I say or do is not necessarily right, it's just how we do it at home. Someone heard me saying, yes, I'm built like a hamster. So as you saw, like a hamster. Callum's like that much taller than me, standing, and then when we both sit down, I'm that much taller than him. So my body's quite long, but my legs are like a hamster. Which is one of the reasons I don't run either. If you ever watch one of them bastards run like this. I will always try and teach everyone not to get hit. You get in a ring, you touch gloves, you're punching and kicking each other, regardless if you fight or not. Now I know all of you don't fight, or possibly one of you in here competes. So you're not fighters, but you're learning to punch and kick someone in the face. So therefore you are learning to fight. Therefore, if you get punched in the face, it hurts. So something I like to try and teach is don't get hit. So from a bullying point of view, if someone can't touch me, again, so if Tim holds a jab to my forehead, for example, that's a jab. But if he goes to pull my hair, which I don't have, but it's the same thing. If he goes to strangle me around the throat or grab my top, the positioning is identical. So if he physically can't touch me, if I'm out of range, I can't get hit. If I can't get hit, I can't lose. Now, obviously, you can lose on points when you get in the ring, so don't run away. Join a running club if you want to do that. But the way I've taught all of my fighters is if they can't hit you, you will not get knocked out. If you don't get knocked out, you're not going to lose by KO. Therefore, all you've then got to do is then go and win. A little bit of conditioning, because you will be amazed, I don't care how old you are, what sex you are, how much you've been doing it, you will be amazed at what your body will take. How many times have you ever hurt yourself, not realised, and someone goes, oh, you've cut your leg, and you go, you haven't noticed until you see it. And they're miles away, and you go, it hurts. But they've not even touched you yet. So your brain is telling you that it hurts. Now don't get me wrong, a full spinning hook kick from one of these two is going to hurt. But your brain will flinch before you've got hit. So believe it or not, getting punched and kicked is conditioning. But not just physically, but mentally. You've got to train your brain to get hit and go, it doesn't hurt. But we will train the children to get punched and kicked in the face from about the age 7 or 8. Now, they're blocking it, they're defending it. I'm not just saying it. Give me a best shot, go on. When a bully's going, I don't like you, you're ginger, you're tall, you're going wrong. How long you had that, Tim?
Next time we got our little tango.
Just say. For me, when you touch gloves, you're going to punch and kick someone in the face as hard as you can. And there's nothing worse than kicking or punching someone as hard as you can, and then you hit them, and when you hit them, and when you hit someone or a pad, good, you've got that. You get that sound, and you feel it on your shoulder, and you're like, oh, that was a good shot.
It's like last night when I got 980.
Yeah. Tim lands at 980 and goes, oh, yes! And the person he's just hit goes, you know what I mean? Like, not a chance. Now, internally, you might go, oh, that really hurt. I can see stars, my eyes swelling. But externally, if he's going, yeah, good shot, you're like, well, I've just hit him with my best shot. It's the hardest I can punch. I'm still fresh, and he's smiling.
But if you can consistently hit 970s.
Just shoulder strength and chest strength. The stronger this part of your body is, the harder you're going to be able to hit. Also, the harder you can get hit. What I want you to do is go to the floor with your knees on the floor, hands in front of your shoulders there, and just get used to doing a full 1 push-up. So you're using 100% of your shoulders and your arms. Rather than going, oh, my knees on the floor, he said do push-ups. Ouch! Show off. Don't want to see that, okay? 5 minutes out of boxing, away you go. Want to see where we're at? Timing, yeah, good. I'm going to write it down just to prove how many things are on it. You won't be able to read my writing on my feet, don't worry about it. So timing, left and right, what else? Resistance. Oh, you're not good. Resistance, yeah. Next. Pad position, nice. That's going to save me some time. Position, lucky I'm not an English teacher. In, ahead, distance. So I would call that range. Being a hamster. Footwork, yeah. People forget about their feet or their footwork more to the point when they're actually doing pad work, so they just want to fucking hit things. Height, yeah. Height. So if you're 6'2" and you're padding someone who's not 6'2", I'm with you. You know about you get some 6 foot, they go jab cross, and you're like. Or they go roundhouse kick you. There's more. What else? Movement, speed. Yeah. So speed and movement. I said to my daughter, can you get me 2 decent pens? The one fucking job she had. Communication, yeah! Right, if you take nothing else away from today, apart from communication with your husband or wife, you'll be like this weird, short, midget, ginger, bald guy said we need to communicate a bit better, right? But joking aside, again, in COVID, the world shut. That's when I joined Mastermind, because I kind of went on a journey. I was a reasonable kickboxer, but I wasn't a very good businessman. And I was like, I really need to learn about business. I kind of know what I'm doing when I get on the mat, so I can do this all day long. But I ain't got a clue about business, if I'm really honest. So I actually went to Expert Empires, met Gordon, which is our leader, if you like. Met a few other people, and I was like, this business stuff is really cool. So I started learning about business. And one of the biggest things I've learned over the last 5 years is like communication and bonds, whether it be at work, at kickboxing, with your partners, with your kids, your work colleagues. Like, you've got to be able to get on. Really simple. Don't be a dickhead. Communication is absolutely key, right? But not just for padding, but for everything else. And for now, defense. Yeah, so we've got defense and combos. Yeah, combos.
Intensity.
Again, if we just padded for like 45 minutes, then you guys know this, but now you're thinking about it. Do you know what I mean? I could just say pad, and be like, yeah, we smash the pads. Right? They come in and punish stuff, but you're not going to be learning from that, you're just going to be working on it. The idea is to open your brain up to what's inside padding, or what I believe is inside padding, right? Someone else to take over here, I heard.
Reading your partner.
Yeah, reading your partner, again, very good skill to have, right? Definitely. Again, who are you padding? Are you padding a fighter, or are you padding somebody who's in their first class? Are you padding someone that's clinically had a really bad day, or a really good day? How aggressive are they going to be? Where are they thinking? Do they care what they're hitting? Are they hitting pads or trying to hit you? Again, joking aside, that does happen. You can get to class, right? Sometimes, because we teach a lot of teenagers, and we actually do an anger management program. We've just secured some funding literally last night when we got it from men's mental health. When you do a men's mental health course, and you've got 50 men that have come in and they're divorced, depressed, drunk, drugs, and you're trying to rehabilitate them, like when you're padding in, you really need to be careful for the first couple of weeks. Do you know what I mean? Because they just picture someone else in front of them and you're like, shit. So that, absolutely key. Right? If he hits me, what's going to happen next? I'm going to hit back. Yeah? If he doesn't knock me out, then I'm hitting him back. So what you've got to think about in any drill you do, it's what people tend to do, go jab cross, and then they'll stop there. Yeah, and if I say jab cross hook, he'll stop there. If I say jab cross hook cross, roundhouse kick, he'll then stop there. Because he's gone, well, that's what you told me to do, I've done it. Thank you very much. There's something else to do. You know what I mean? So what I want you to think about is, when you're on the pads, is your movement in between and what you do directly after the drill. Because in reality, he's going to go jab cross, and I'm going to go jab cross and try and hit him back. So if he goes jab cross and doesn't move, he gets hit. Simple as that. Yeah, 1, 2. Now, if he does a beginner jab cross and drops his right hand after he throws the cross, which 90% of people do, he's getting knocked out. Yeah? So we'll go jab cross, drop his guard, bomb, bomb, bomb. If he's Richie and I'm doing that, if I go jab cross and I relax, he's going to throw the front ass gets in, and it starts to come up. So, bomb, and then bump, and you just flick it up. Again, his legs, once they warm up, again, he has one kick season, yeah, this morning. Yeah, jab, up, and then just go up. So if I'm being lazy and I'm jabbing, and everyone will jab like that, if they haven't been trained how to jab properly, then that shin is going into my jaw. We talk about conditioning. I don't care how conditioned you are. If he puts his shin around your jaw, you're going to sleep. You lose. No, 9 out of 10, you go to sleep. It doesn't take much to knock someone out. It's about 4 to 5 pound pressure on the jaw, roughly, and then they're going to go to sleep. Now, the good thing with boxing footing is you've got big pillows on your hands, right? Put them around your face. You'll be amazed at how hard you can get hit and not get knocked out. I'm not saying it's not going to hurt. I'm not saying that you're going to get punched in the face while you're defending and go, that was fucking amazing. Please do it again. But I don't put guard down. I don't have to hit him hard for that to be A, really annoying and start to hurt, right? But I think blocks, puts his chin down, shuts his mouth, hands come up. This is how I teach. Knuckles on the temples. That's what I take on team. Any higher than that, and the glove's going to go over your head, right? If they've missed your head, they've missed you. So many people panic and block like that. Because you go, oh, block! Yeah? Again, I'll go back to my arms and legs. I'm not the tallest, I'm not the longest. I actually want you doing this, because then I'll just break the ribs. If you can't breathe, you can't fight. End of story. Now, the really good thing is, if he's knocked out, or if he's rocked, again, Tim, 100 fights between people, how many can get knocked out cold? Few in it. Yeah? So the likelihood of KOing someone is quite slim. Believe it or not, you're quite strong. We talk, it's easy to get knocked out, but if they've got half decent defence, chin down, hands up, the head's quite small. Yeah? So from a conditioning point of view, I can hit him quite hard. And it's a bit annoying, he'll get a red face, but he's not getting knocked out. So something I work with all of my fighters, all of my students, if they can't knock you out, you're never going to lose, right? So if I can't knock him out, I'm done. Then all you've got to do is knock me out, right? So, don't panic and block, because that's exactly what I would want them to do, because now I can stop you breathing. That's it, breaking ribs is easier than knocking someone out. Again, we're not doing that today. It's just in case you think, right, we're talking about breaking ribs and knocking each other out now. We're not doing that. I just want you to think about it. Do you know what I mean? If he holds a jab out, again, we're the same height, but because of my beautifully built body, look. You know what I mean? And how much do you weigh? 60 kilos. I'm not. So, going back to the movement, what you need to think about doing is go jab cross and get out of range. Every time, jab cross, out of range. Jab cross, out of range. Rolling, slipping, blocking, but don't get hit. The good thing is, if you've got legs and you can kick, you can go jab, out of range. I'm like, oh my god, I've got to go miles away. And then just walk into the face.
Sexy.
And again, I use roundhouse kicks, it's easy to show you, but back kick, side kick, hook kick, spinning hook kick, whatever kick you do, like if he tries to roundhouse kick me there, you can do it. But if he tries to kick me roundhouse kick me there, I can now hit him. So if I'm fighting a kicker, we touch gloves, grab those fights, I'm like, right, fighting, he throws a jab, keep moving, he throws one of them, I'm like, okay, right. Now you can get right? The second I go like that, he can kick better than me. You know what I mean? I've been doing it 35 years, he hasn't, and he can still kick better than me. So, you need to work what works for you. Again, we're talking about fighting, but what you can do is practice it on the path, right? So what we need to do now is, everything we've talked about, try and remember it. But one thing I want you to focus on is don't over-pad or under-pad. And what I mean by that is, if you're under-padding, jab cross, as hard as you can, yeah, he's not going to trust it. If you've got a car and you've got no tyres left, or you're driving on ice, you drive slowly, don't you? You drive carefully, because you don't trust the ice. He's not trusting my pads right now. So he won't go, how many beginners go, hit it as hard as you can? And I can't. Can't. Over-padding. Right? He wants to practice his jab. He wants to practice punching his fist on my nose every single time. It needs to be there. So if I'm padding this, but what point is he going to hit? So he's now lost 2 foot of range. So you've got to do your absolute best to hold it still, and then as you make the contact, you press. Now, the heavier they are, the harder they can hit, the better they are, the harder you need to press. But if you over-press, that slipped off. So it could have broken his inside knuckle or his thumb. And again, is that a decent jab? Again, that's my sort of jab. So, you know what I mean? That's where he wants to be. And if he extends and reaches and twists and comes on board his foot, all the extra bit, yeah? So now go flat foot in the back. Yeah, and again. So he's just found another 10 inches. So, if you over-pad, he's going to run out of room, and then he's not going to trust your padding. So what we need to do, we're going to do 3 1-minute rounds now, is you're going to keep it really simple.
Very well.
you've also got, when you're padding, so when Callum's fight training, we will go, right, 5 rounds of close, 5 rounds of range, 5 rounds of just kicking, 5 rounds of aggression, 5 rounds of movement. Now I'm not going to show you 5 rounds of each, because I'm definitely not that to anyone. But we'll show you a transition between light and hard, and a transition between range and close. Okay? So I'm quite a way away from him. And every time he comes towards me, I'm kind of making sure I'm not out. Double.
Yeah.
What? Now watch my jab again. So, here we go. Right? So what I can do is go this. Well, I'll bring him in a bit, leave him closer. Oh, there we go, look. Right, look at what I'm doing with these. Have it, yeah? Get good, not that. Does that make sense? Excellent, right, so, that was range and light. Now we're going to go close range but light. Got it. Got it. Body up. So want to practice getting out of the way though. Body up. Up, low, up. Can you see the difference in me? 1, 2, up, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, body, up, 1, 2, 2, flop, body, 2 round, straight leg swing, jump, double jump, go across the zip, up, kick, kick, up, 2, 2, 2, 3, switch, switch, spin, 2, 3, spin, 1, ready? You're not going to get out of this bar. You're not going to like it. You're definitely not going to get to do burpees. And they definitely won't enjoy it. So fuck you! Right. Everything is mindset. fighter's mindset. Don't ever tell me, you're not my student, so don't ever tell anyone that you can't. Is it hard? Yes. Is it going to be troubling? Might you get hurt? Maybe. Do you want to do it or not? That's different to I can't. If you say you can't do it, you ain't going to be able to do it, right? We've sent people to the fucking moon. Like, we've eradicated polio. Do you know what? We as humans, we've achieved a lot in this world.
Me and Carl did those two things.
Don't ever say to yourself, you can't do it. You can if you try. Do you know what I mean? So, can you give yourselves a massive round of applause? It's almost like I planned it. It's 1:30 on the dot. Although we haven't stretched for half hour, so apologies for that. I kind of get carried away when we're hitting each other. Did you enjoy that last little bit? Yes! Yeah? Cool. So don't say you can't spar, you bunch of pussies. That's me done. So just thank you for listening. Thank you for being really respectful.
Group photo time. So we're going to have a group photo, bow out, and then we'll say one final big thank you to these amazing human beings. So let's do